Hi everyone, my name is Americ and this is Kenny from WatchersOnTheWall.com here to comment on the final trailer of the 7th season of Game of Thrones as we are entering the final episode, season finale.
I didn't even realize that it was the last one.
It's the last one! Oh, you're getting emotional?
This is the last trailer?
Kenny's getting emotional! As usual, we don't know the name of the episode, so we're just gonna have to delve into what we have, i.e. the actual trailer. So without further ado, let's start with the first frame, which is Mr. Grey Worm, still alive.
Still kicking.
Still kicking, still making it. And basically they are standing right in front of King's Landing.
Yeah, I think they made the march and it looks like they're...
Here's the part that I'm a little bit confused about. Are we to believe that he was surrounded by Euron's ship, yet they were never overtaken?
I do not think it was Euron's mission or task to retake Castle Rock. I think it was Euron's task to burn all his ships. And then probably get the hell out of Dodge. So,
gotcha.
Mission accomplished.
What? I would stop you there because... It does look like Euron's ship are basically guarding maybe the seaside, right? Because you see that the flag has a kraken,
right? And
you had mentioned previously the kraken had like some sort of
dot
on it,
like a third eye,
so
red glowing third eye.
That
may be
Euron's still in the mix, and
he's still going,
and we don't know what he's gonna be up to. Although I saw a frame later on. It's going to be controversial, so hold on.
All right.
So let's get the plan together.
All right.
They are arriving with a white.
Right.
They're walking into the lion's den.
Right.
They're each showing what they have. But what I don't understand is why are they doing this?
I think
this sounds like a terrible idea.
It's a bad plan. Someone's going to die.
Yeah.
Someone's going to die.
Now, it's interesting as they're all arriving and Bronn and Jaime are like surveilling just the amount of Unsullied and Dothrakis just... And you can... I can imagine this conversation already. You know Bronn is going to be like, why am I here again?
Bronn's going to have some really good lines.
Just give me my money, man.
Give me my money, dude.
Give me my money, man. Is Bronn going to survive this one?
He better.
He survived the dragon.
Man,
but you know he ain't surviving for long.
No, don't say that.
Come on,
Bronn is gonna survive. I'm calling it. Bronn survives. He retires to a castle. He has a hot wife who then has a lot of affairs, and then Bronn has to kill her, and then he kills the men who had the affairs, and it's violent, bloody, and that's Game of Thrones, basically.
If he weren't to survive, it would be Cersei's fault.
Ooh.
Because she would punish him.
Oh, maybe because she already called him out for betraying Jaime once, right?
Yeah. She forgave Jaime. I don't know if she'll forgive Bronn. Speaking of forgiving, let's go up north to Winterfell, where Sansa is clearly doing some thinking.
Yes, she is. She's thinking, and as a result of possibly all the little fingering that has been going on.
You need to stop saying this. This is just not gonna work.
That's what he does. He's little fingering.
He's not little fingering. That's gross. Stop saying that. We are thinking that in this particular scenario, she is considering her options vis-a-vis her sister, who's being Bratty McBratty over here. And look, we're not gonna go over this ridiculous sort of plot line that they're going into, because they could have had, you know, women power, working together,
sisters.
But no.
Well, if you watch the review that I did with Sandrine, we did go over that, and that was basically my one. I had 1.5. Yes, 1.5 complaints about the episode, and that was one of my complaints.
Now, here's what I think is going to resolve this: Bran. Bran, I still believe. I thought he was going to do it this episode, but in this final episode, for real, Bran has to be the one who resolves this, one way or another. Because look, there's no other alternative except we're trying to make one of them into a villain. Either Sansa for killing Arya or Arya for killing Sansa. In either of those two scenarios, we're not going to have very likable characters.
Right.
And I don't think this is where it's going to go. I still think Littlefinger is going to eat it this season. I think he overplayed his hand on this one. And while they're both like fighting and bickering and all that kind of stuff, Bran is gonna show them the way.
Just a few words is all he needs to say.
Yeah, he's gonna. Bran's gonna do it. I believe in you. I believe in you,
But
Bran.
yeah, I think Sansa moving Brienne away, moving her south to King's Landing, is a way of getting her out of the way in case Sansa makes a move against Arya. I think that's what the chess move is.
I guess.
But
I
don't think she'd kill her. Maybe just imprison her for a while.
No. I think honestly, the whole Brienne leaving is more of like a Brienne and Jaime reunion. Not gonna happen. That's pretty much.
That's my hope.
That's kind of like the only reason why Brienne would ever leave would be to go see Jaime again
to satisfy the fans.
Yeah,
who want
this is
Jaime and
massively
Brienne
fan service.
together.
Yes,
huge fan service. Terrible plot, and I want it with every fiber of my being.
God, this is gonna be terrible. Anyways, here's the thing. We know in the upcoming episode that we're gonna see the Hound, and the Hound is gonna see Brienne again.
And the Hound is going to see Gregor again, which means
Clegane Ball is happening! You do see in the arrival of all these people, right? You see Jon, you see Pod, you see Brienne in the back.
Yeah.
Right
Oh,
here.
wait, did she bring Pod with her?
Yeah, she did.
She did bring Pod with her.
She did bring Pod with her.
Pod.
So, and you see Davos. So, it is only logical that we have the Hound there, who's probably going to be the only one carrying the fucking whites.
Yes.
And I think it's going to actually lead to that big Clegane Ball going down.
More fan service that we don't care if it makes sense, but we want.
But where are they meeting, right? Like, where is this?
That is the Dragon Pit. Over at Watchers on the Wall, your primary source of Game of Thrones news and information, we learned sometime last year, I believe, that they were filming a Dragon Pit scene. And the Targaryen Dragon Pit is actually, it's an abandoned portion of King's Landing where the Targaryen kings used to house their dragons. They don't need it anymore. There are no more dragons living there. But if Dany moves in, I think she's going to need a possible place to keep her dragon. So
here's the thing. If you look at the Dragon Pit, right, you're seeing all these holes around where probably people came in and came out. And so far, someone we haven't seen in the delegation is Dany herself.
Oh, right.
So I'm thinking she's going to want to have some sort of entrance.
An entry. Oh.
And I think this is where our good old friend Qyburn is going to come into play. Because he's going to unleash the harpoons, so to speak.
Wow, didn't we already do that, though?
But we just had one. Imagine if we had a ton. Because I think this is what might happen here. I honestly think there's no way this doesn't end in a big old massive fight. It has to.
It has to, yes, but are we losing another dragon?
No.
This is an hour-and-a-half episode, Americ.
I don't think we're losing another dragon.
This is a long freaking episode.
Yeah, but they're gonna put like 20 minutes in Winterfell. It's not that. It's gonna be shorter than you think.
I know. They always are.
It's gonna be shorter than you think.
It can't end yet.
I do think that we are going to see some sort of fuckery from Cersei's side where she's gonna just, you can see, look at this face. Look at this face. This is the face of someone who's like, I got a plan. Did you see last season finale?
She doesn't have wine, though. Well,
that we can tell.
Right, we can't
But
tell.
you know what's gonna annoy me is the Jon trying to reason with her. It's gonna annoy me. Because Jon has this like Boy Scout thing that it's kind of tiresome.
Well.
Because you're like, just, you know.
He doesn't know Cersei. He needs to listen to Tyrion. He needs to listen to everything Tyrion
here's
has
the thing.
to say.
Can we still agree that this is a terrible plan?
It's a horrible plan.
Because what are they trying to achieve? Like her say, oh, I do believe you now.
I believe you now.
And I shall cease hostilities.
And I will bend the knee.
No. But I kept the best for last. Because you and I disagree on this.
We do disagree on this.
I saw this scene and I immediately recognized Theon.
Yep.
Right here, just walking towards the sea.
That is Alfie Allen's lithe and luscious frame.
But we disagree on who the figure who's standing right next to the boat is. And now you think it's just some figure.
Oarsman.
Right? Has just some guy. And I'm saying it's Euron.
Nope.
And you disagree because?
Because Euron has a shaved head.
Now here's the thing. You disagree because you were wrong. You don't know. You don't know.
He could have grown his hair out. And the amount of time it took for everything
Oh,
to
what?
happen.
Oh, what? Is this like, is this too much of a leap? We have ice dragons. This is a leap?
Cersei's kept her short hair, but probably more of a fashion choice.
Yes. Yes. We don't
I
know.
would go with that.
So it's a small possibility that it's Euron.
You think it's Euron?
I think it's Euron.
No.
And, okay, here's the thing. Whether it's Euron or not, we're going to let the people decide.
Let the people decide.
Who do you think this is? But what, more importantly, how are we getting to this scene?
Yes, because...
Yes.
Tell them. Show them.
We saw them. We saw our friend Theon with the delegation.
He's in the delegation.
So at what point is he kneeling and clearly in despair of some sort? Because there has been some big old fight, and this is the end of it.
And Theon is the only survivor!
Theon is always surviving.
He is always
Theon. Reek!
I love me some Theon.
Reek will never die.
Maybe the beach happens before the delegation arrives.
Oh. He sees something?
I think, and here's my theory.
Yeah.
And y'all in the comments can tell me if you think this is right. And this is a book thing, because in the books,
Yeah.
Euron has a habit of strapping people to the front of his ship. So if you see something in the front of his ship, say maybe Theon seeing his sister strapped to the front of his ship, maybe she's not alive?
Now we're going to do something very controversial.
Uh-oh.
We are going to tie everything off because there's a lot of storylines up in the air that still haven't been addressed. And we're going to tie it off in this final episode. Here are the things that we haven't seen yet.
Okay.
We haven't seen the possibility of Cersei dying this season through the prophecy of the Valonqar.
Valonqar, yes.
Valonqar. So, is this the episode in which it happens? Is this going to even be addressed? Is it just a book thing? Who knows? The other thing that we haven't seen is the Red Woman. Because you know we're going to see her again.
But not this season. No.
I
Nope.
don't know.
I think it's
Force
next
of
season.
Mir is gone.
No, that's true.
The Red Woman.
But what would she do?
You don't think we're going to see her this season?
No.
I think we're going to see her this season.
Right.
You guys, comment below,
Vote.
let us know. Sam.
Charlie!
Where is our friend Sam? Is he coming back into the mix? Is he now the new lord of his house since his family is all dead?
Maybe he's dropping off the new little lord of Hornhill because little Sam's going to inherit that shit.
That's true.
Yeah.
Technically, he should be able to inherit that.
Yeah.
So-
drop him off.
So
and then
that's
continue.
that's a real possibility. Is Sam going to come back in? And is he going to come back in with some new information that we didn't know? Because he took all those books. He might have been coming down with some reading.
Oh, that's right. We're going to get a lot of information.
Yeah, we're going to get a lot of information. And let's not forget of our good old friend Bran.
Bran has to... We need flashbacks. We need
Visions
flashbacks.
have to happen
Visions
now.
have to happen. They haven't given us one this season at all, and they've teased us with them last season. We need
visions. You know what? I'm going to call this one.
Okay, all right.
I know it's going to be bold and it's going to be controversial. But I think we're going to have Rhaegar Targaryen vision in this episode. It's
Rhaegar
happening.
Targaryen.
Rhaegar motherfucking Targaryen.
And they kept his casting a huge secret then because even we didn't know about it.
Yeah, and what better time to do so than in the final season, right before this whole thing goes
A
down.
Rhaegar flashback would be brilliant.
I mean, what else? Literally, what else?
No, right.
Like, what else can we find out that we didn't know?
I would like to see the turning at Harrenhal.
That's not going to be impactful to the storyline.
Okay.
Anyways, what are you guys expecting in this final episode?
Oh, yes. Flashback. Tell us what you think.
What do you think is going to happen? Comment below, let us know. Make sure to watch Kenny and Sandrine's review of Beyond the Wall. And don't miss our special review for the final episode of the season. Next week is going to be epic. You cannot miss this. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye.